They are called cash cow channels, and they've become more popular over the last few years. We're going to talk about how to make money with a YouTube automation channel and how to make it work for you. Creating and managing a cash cow channel is not as easy as you think if you're planning to do it yourself, because there are steps and things you need to put in place before you can publish just one video on your channel. This video will give you a general idea of what YouTube automation cash cow channels are and how to make them work for you. It's important to keep in mind that this is just a general overview of how to run a YouTube automation channel. What is YouTube channel automation? YouTube automation channels are businesses that hire other people to make content for them. This means that these channels make money from a variety of sources, such as AdSense, merchandise, affiliate marketing, sponsorships, and more. In the end, the goal of YouTube automation is to make money from your videos, but only work a few hours to do so. The low-cost investment comes from hiring a company to do all of the work for you. Owners of these channels are in charge of strategy, operations, and the content creation team. It doesn't matter what experts say. It's just as hard to make money with a YouTube automation channel as it is with a normal channel. There is no way around it. Getting started with YouTube automation. I'll go over 8 steps that show how to make a YouTube channel that can do things for you. Before you spend money on a project like this, I suggest that you spend a lot of time learning about YouTube. Even if you have skills in content creation, I think you should do the work yourself to keep the costs down until the channel is profitable. With that in mind, let's talk about how to set up YouTube automation. Number 1. Choose a niche. You need to decide on the subject you will write about before anything else. It's not a good idea to mix different fields, like cooking and cars. The best way to grow your channel and build a strong following is to focus on one broad niche. We suggest that you choose a broad field, like finance, because there are many subfields of finance. Because you want to make sure there are a lot of different topics you can write about. We suggest that you choose a broad niche. If you want to write about financial topics like investing, credit cards, debts, and taxes, you can do that too. You don't want to limit the amount of content you can produce by narrowing down your niche too much. It's also important to think about CPM/RPM, which is how much you get paid for each 1,000 ad views. This is how much you get paid for each ad view. We're going to make a list of niches that have high and low CPMs. High CPM niches include business, marketing, education, and finance. Also, high CPM niches are fashion, cars, and fashion. Number 2. Competitive and keyword research. Get to know your main competitors first. When you look at the type of content they are publishing, how their thumbnails, titles, and videos look, what performs best, and what doesn't, this will help you figure out what your target audience likes and what kinds of things to write about. Then, do keyword research on a wide range of broad and long-tail keywords to get an idea of how many people search for specific keywords. This will help in the planning phase. Number 3. Strategic business and marketing plan. Now that you know what your niche is and what types of content you should write about, it's time to make a game plan. This is an important step for all channels, no matter how they are set up. It's important to think about everything, from your target audience and video style, to your day-to-day operations and budget, before you start making videos for them. Without a roadmap to guide you, you are making decisions on the fly, which is not good. On the internet, you can find out how to make and do each of these things. We're going to put up a detailed YouTube plan template on our site soon. Number 4. Content creation. Here is your strategic plan and 52 video topics. You can start making videos now. Decide how you will make your videos and what they will need. Suppose you're making videos about animals, and your first one is called Top 15 Foods That Are Poison to Dogs. Start with the script. Make sure there is an interesting hook at the start and at least some calls to action, CTAs, in the video. To write a good script, look up the 15 foods that are bad for dogs and write about them in an interesting way. Then, based on your video presentation plan, figure out what you need to make a video. No, I'm not going to record a voiceover. I'm going to film myself. The third thing is to make the video. If you recorded a voiceover, you will need to use visuals to show off the script. It's best to use visuals, but keep a balance between your recorded video and visuals. Visuals, photos, text, and videos that are related to the subject are called visuals. You can get these images from a wide range of royalty-free and licensable stock images. Finally, make thumbnails. Create a thumbnail that catches people's attention and fits in with the rest of your branding. Outsourcing the creation of content. Because you now have examples of what you want from freelancers, we think it's best for you to write the content yourself first. You can look for good freelancers on websites like Fiverr and Upwork, or you can look for freelancers on social networks. When you outsource content, the best thing to do is to hire 3 freelancers for each job, so that you can compare their work and find the best freelancer for each job. You will need a scriptwriter, a voiceover artist, a video editor, and a thumbnail designer to make your video. Number 5. Uploading and SEO. Upload your video and make it search engine friendly by following the best SEO practices. You should make sure that your first 20 uploads are all about SEO and getting as much organic traffic as possible. Another important thing to do in the beginning is not to skip uploads. We suggest that you have at least 2 videos ready to go before you start filming. This way, you can stay consistent. Number 6. Promotion and growth. Once your channel is up and running, start promoting it as you planned in your strategic plan. There are many ways to get people to watch your YouTube channel, but in the beginning, getting people to watch your channel is very important. After you have at least 1,000 subscribers, you can start to look at your content to see what works and what doesn't. The best way to do this is to look at important video metrics such as watch time, click-through rate, and audience retention. Double down on what works and look for ways to improve. Number 7. Monetization. It's possible to start making money on YouTube if you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of public watch time. If you aren't able to make money from your blog, you will be given a reason and you can try again in 30 days. You can start making money from your channel in other ways, like by selling things like t-shirts and other things that people buy. Number 8. Scaling your channel. When you start paying more attention to what your viewers want, you'll be more likely to give them what they want. After you have a group of subscribers, you can figure out what works and what doesn't. Double down on what works, and your channel will grow much faster than it would if you didn't. You want to make YouTube's algorithm like you so that your videos are shown to people who aren't already fans. People in your field of work should keep up with the latest trends and make changes to their strategy when they need to. YouTube automation takeaway. Even though YouTube automation might sound simple and profitable, that isn't always the case. In this video, I've given you a basic idea of how YouTube automation channels work so that you can figure out what they are and how they work. Business isn't easy to run from start to finish, and there's no way to know if you'll succeed. If you want to start a YouTube automation channel but need help, we offer full-service YouTube management or consulting to help you get started and make money from your channel.